appreciate y'all boys tuning into another YouTube video. Johnny Walker just TKO'd Zhang Ming Yang in the second round, bro. I don't know if y'all hearing me, bro. Johnny Walker just won by TKO against Zhang Ming Yang as a plus 270 dog, bro. Plus 270 dog. He just went out there and shocked, like, bro. I always say this sport is the most unpredictable sport ever, because it is. But dog, literally, who would have thought Johnny Walker gonna go out there, drop him via leg kicks, and then hit him in the back of the head 1,800 times and get a TKO win? Who would have thought, bro? Like, if you'd have told me that, gang, I probably would have called you crazy. But genuinely, bro, the first round went, you know, how any Zhang Man first round goes. Well, not any. I won't say any because he has 19 first round finishes. He finishes everybody in the first round. But basically, he was landing on Johnny. Like, Johnny, credit Johnny, he ate a lot of shots. He didn't eat anything really too clean. That's where it's like, oh, that's fight ended. But he ate some shots that's like, Zhang Man ain't hitting you with those shots, bro. And Johnny Walker took him well. And like I said, no, we got to talk about the first 30 seconds. No, the first 9 seconds, first 5 seconds. Johnny Walker runs up to this man and tries to football tackle him, gets reversed, ends up on the bottom, stays there for a little minute. Zhang Ming Yang lets him up because, you know, he wants to get a knockout, and it's the first round. Then on the feet, like, Zhang Ming Yang's just popping the jab out, he can't cut the cage off, though. That's one thing. Zhang Ming Yang cannot cut the cage off. Like, it was impossible for this man to cut the cage off. Johnny Walker was circling the same way every time, and he just wouldn't take a step that way. You know, that's like, I'm not even going to say day one stuff, but that's stuff you learn, like, early on, bro. You learn how to cut the cage off. You know, at least you're supposed to. And he couldn't cut the cage off. Johnny Walker just going out there and skating around. Then next thing you know, the first round ends. Zhang Ming Yang comes out in the second round. His nose is busted up from the first round as well. Johnny Walker landed some good strikes. Johnny Walker also wearing a little bit of damage, but you can tell Ming Yang, his nose was busted and it was bleeding. Second round, he hits Johnny Walker with a leg kick. I'm like, oh, that hurt him. Next thing you know, Johnny Walker throws a leg kick himself. And then Ming Yang just like buckles, goes down, then gets teed off on. I'm like, bro, did I miss something? Because it all happened so fast, bro. If you were watching live, you know it all happened so fast. I'm like, bro, did I miss something? I didn't miss nothing, gang. The nigga got kicked, fell, then just got beat up for like a minute and a half straight. And the ref for giving them chances, you know. Yes, I know he was hitting in the back of the head, but we got to learn, bro. At a certain point, the refs, they don't do nothing, bro. They don't, you know. They don't. Like, they'll say watch the back of the head, but in the heat of the moment, these fighters ain't trying to hit a watch the back of the head game. They trying to get that bonus. They trying to get this win. By any means necessary, a fighter would do anything possible to win, bro. Unless you Aljamain Sterling and you just hit Brian Ortega with a clean punch. But hey, we ain't going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But genuinely, bro, what's next for Johnny Walker? I mean, you look at the light heavyweight division, he's fought a lot of the guys, you know. He was on a 2-fight skid, just fought back, got a big win, bro. I honestly, I would love to see him fight Rakic. I really would love to see that fight, you know, because in that fight, we probably can see more out of Johnny because we ain't got to worry about Rakic putting him out cold. But I would say only do the Rakic fight if Rakic loses to Mirzakhanov, because Rakic hasn't won a fight since like 2021, 2022. Been a while. So I would say do Rakic Walker because I feel like that fight is overdue. And yeah, if he loses to Mirzakhanov, if he beats Mirzakhanov, it's a different situation. And if Mirzakhanov loses, I would say do him versus Walker as well. So I would say loser of Rakic Mirzakhanov, bro. I like that fight for Johnny Walker. Those fights for Johnny Walker. But he's a name. He was getting cheered out the building in China. I don't care who he fights, bro. Give him the Jamal Hill rematch. You know? Do that for a Fight Night main event. Put it on the pay-per-view on a feature bout. Pay-per-view opener. Johnny Walker's still going to be beloved. He's still a name. People love to see him. He's entertaining. He's goofy. Like, you know, I know it's a meme by him getting knocked out and everything, but hey, bro, he's got a TKO in the second round, bro. We got to put some respect on this man's name. You know, as a plus 270 dog, bro. He was plus 300 on some betting sites. You know? So credit to Johnny Walker. And as for Zhang Ming Yang, bro, we look at his record. When he goes out of the first round, the chances of him winning, they dwindle a lot. You know, that was his first second round. That's his first time seeing the second round since 2018. when he was fighting in some type of Chinese organization, I think. And he just got TKO in the second round. And my keys to victory, I said Johnny Walker needs to stay away early, make this fight go as late as he can, because Johnny Walker isn't some pillow puncher either, and Johnny Walker can hurt you on the feet as well. Implemented some grappling. But Jamie Yang, I don't want to call him a one-trick pony, because like he has different KOs with a lot of, he has a variety of different KOs. But if he's not able to just knock you out cold in like the first 3 minutes, you got a big chance of just beating him and taking him out, bro. And that's what Johnny Walker did. Who do I want Jamie Yang to fight next? Honestly, I would say you do fun fights for Jamie Yang, gang. I would say give him striking guys that's not in the rankings, but they just like right outside of it, honestly, because he's going to be ranked number 14, 15. So I would say you do that, because like I said, I think he's going to be around getting KOs, bro. I think he's going to be getting KOs. I don't think he's just going to be going to skid and start losing. I think he's going to get some KOs. Then everybody going to be like, man, hey, bro, he is 27, though. But I can just know it's going to be said, hey, he's 27, bro. He's room to go. He does. That's the thing. That's why I want them to just be smart with him and give him striking matchups outside the rankings. I wouldn't care if you let him fight somebody inside the rankings, bro. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't mind that, because it's not like he's just the end of the world. It's not. If Paul Craig want to stay at light heavyweight, give him Paul Craig, gang. Honestly, just let him get a highlight reel KO and take it from there, bro. But let's move to the co-main event. Johnny Walker is still him. I ain't gonna go that far, but Johnny Walker is still here. This fight, bro, I ain't gonna say it disappointed, because it really didn't disappoint, honestly. It was just like kind of lackluster at times, because I think Brian Ortega forgot that you gotta fight every round and not just the last 2 rounds. Because the first 2 rounds, I don't know what Ortega was doing. The round 3, he started trying to go for it. And Aljo, I don't know what he was doing either. It's like he didn't want to grapple. That's your strongest aspect, and you don't want to grapple. And I know people gonna be like, well, Ortega's a jiu-jitsu ace, bro. His grappling is top tier. Bro, if you that scared to grapple with somebody that you don't trust their own grappling, you probably shouldn't be in the cage with him then. You think if Merab fights Ortega, he gonna be worried about getting subbed? You think if somebody you think somebody like a Max Holloway won't worry about Ortega subbing him? Like, nobody's worried about getting. You should, at the highest level, you shouldn't be worried about getting subbed, bro. Especially with the credentials. I just named 2 strikers. I named the striker. I named Max Holloway. You think they not gonna be scared of getting grappled? It's a part of the game. And Aljo is supposedly one of the best grapplers. But it's like he didn't want to go to the ground with Ortega. It's like he waited till I think it was round 3, he shot his first takedown. Yeah, round 3, he shot his first takedown. Really let it go. It really wasn't even a real shot. Round 4, he got the takedown. And round 5, that's when he got hurt and started trying to go for takedowns. But honestly, bro, Aljo, he's 36 now. He's going to be ranked top 5. I say do Aljo on Allen. Or if Diego Lopez loses to Gene Silva, do Aljo Diego Lopez, because that fight will not be boring. But Aljo's, his gas tank ain't good, bro. It's not good enough. It's not how it should be, bro. If you train with Merab every single day, you supposed to be, well, it's Merab, I understand, bro. I understand. It's Merab. That's probably not. But I still feel like it should be better than the average person. I feel like it should be better than Brian Ortega, And I know the weight cut, I still think it would have been the same result, bro, honestly. Because now Ortega just looked any kind of way. He looked like Brian Ortega always looks. That's how he looks. That's what he does. He wasn't even shooting takedowns for real. And, he's just not going to stay on the feet and just masterclass outstrike you. Not anymore. If that weight cut was that bad, trust me, bro, he wouldn't have been able to compete. He was forced to stop cutting weight because he failed while he was cutting weight. But that doesn't mean he wasn't unfit to compete. Because if he was unfit to compete, he wouldn't be there. So the commission definitely said you can compete. Granted, I know his channel, so I don't know how they do things over there. But he didn't look terrible. He just didn't look up to part of Aljo. Like I said, in the 5th round, it was his best round. He was really doing good up until it went to the ground. And then it was round 4, once again, he didn't look terrible, but then he started dwindling. But he definitely lost the first 3 rounds easily. And the 4th and the 5th, the 5th round, he was winning that, but then he lost that round. But I'm gonna be real. Ortega needs to move up to 155 because this is his second straight fight where his weight cut issues. It's definitely hindering his performances. You know, I don't think he would have beat Aljo anyway, but Aljo's jab looked crazy though. It had a good jab. Like Ortega was doing his best Diego Lopez impression out there. Just don't hit me, bro. I love it. Just keep hitting me. That's what Ortega was doing. Just keep hitting me. That's what Aljo was doing. You know, Aljo looked good on the feet in the earlier rounds. Then, you know, it's like Aljo's hands are so low at times that it's like, bro, you fight somebody with dynamite hands, somebody with power that can sleep you and hurt you with one punch, you're going to get knocked out, bro. Because if he does that against Diego Lopez, I think Diego Lopez starches Aljo, bro, honestly. And Ortega was able to hurt Aljo. He you know, took it well. You know, you wouldn't have been able to tell, like, oh, he's hurt. But you could tell, like, it really bothered Aljo. And he said in his post-fight that couldn't get knocked out in China. But, honestly, I say Ortega can go to 155. Let him fight Gamrot. Do Ortega Gamrot at 155. It's a lot of fun matchups for Ortega at 155, bro, honestly. So, let him move up to fight, like, Gamrot or somebody like that. Even Beneil Dariush versus Ortega, I don't think that's a bad fight. But his days at 145, they should be over. Aljo, on the other hand, like I said, Arnold Allen maybe. You know, that would be him fighting back, but he is on 1-fight win streak. Maybe in a Movsar rematch, maybe, bro. Like, but I don't know if that's Movsar rematch. 5 rounds. Yeah. Movsar does need a fight, but I would say do him versus Diego Lopez if he loses to Gene Silva. Because if Gene Silva loses, he'll still be ranked like 11, 10 somewhere in there. I don't think Aljo should fight that far back because he's going to be top 5. But yes, I would say do that or Arnold Allen. Then he could get a title shot if he wins. But Aljo gotta, you know, he didn't look terrible. But his striking defense, it has never been the best. But he has gotta implement his game plan more and like quicker, bro. Like, don't go out there and just skate around on the feet for like 3.5 rounds, then start looking for takedowns. No, like try to get him. Do what you did against Corey, bro. Try to get him down, push the pace, try to get him down early, and take his back, choke him. Like try, you know, at least hold him there. Because he just, when you doing something that you ain't used to doing in fights, like just skating around, popping the jab out on the feet, throwing all these strikes, like throwing these kicks, spinning, you're gonna tire out quickly. Whereas if you're doing something that you like have a high strength in, that like grappling for Aljo, you're not gonna get tired that quick. Cause that's what you do. That's what you specialize in. If y'all understand what I'm saying. But yeah, Aljo got you know, he's gonna be top 5, bro. Like, hey, shout out Aljo, bro. We're gonna blitz through the rest of these, honestly, bro. Pavlovich, he's yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The division's cooked. Tom Aspinall finna get 15 defenses. He gonna break the record title defenses, total title defenses, and probably like I say 3 years. I say 3 years by this time. By this time, 3 years from now in 2028, Tom Aspinall will have 15 title defenses. Probably had beat one of these guys 3 times already because it's just gonna be to that point where he gonna have to. They're going to go on 1-fight win streaks, then fight the champion again. Tom Aspinall can't move up, so he's just going to rack up defenses, become the greatest of all time. Sergey didn't look terrible in this fight, bro, but then again, Waldo, Waldo got a chin on him. I give Waldo credit. But you can tell Sergey is really tentative on the feet now. Aspinall really, like, ruined this man. Took all his aura, took all his power, took all his just grit. And Cortez was, you know, like, he was landing some and didn't land crazy, but the fight was close, bro. I'm going to be real. Like, the fight was close, like, stat-wise, but if you look at the rounds, you could tell like Pavlovich was winning the fight. You know, like stats-wise, yes, but the fight, if you watch it, is like no 30-27. You could, yeah, definitely. I think it was 2 of those. But what's next for Sergey? Give him the loser of Volkov Almeida and Waldo. I don't know, gang. I'm gonna be fucking honest, bro. It's heavyweight, bro. It's heavyweight. Give him Shamil Gaziev, gang. Like I don't know, bro. It's heavyweight, but. Yeah, I would say Volkov Almeida loser and some AI generated. Give him Derek Lewis, gang. Give Waldo Cortez Acosta Derek Lewis, bro. Honestly. Borja Sumudaerji wins by decision. I did pick Borja to win this fight, but he honestly didn't look good at all. I don't know what he was doing. He was so tentative out there. He didn't want to go forward. He didn't want to throw strikes. You can look, bro. He threw 44 significant strikes the whole fight. Landed 16. I don't know what he was doing out there, bro. I'm never picking this man again, bro, unless he fight Ronaldo Rodriguez. Sumudaerji looked great. Still around. Hey, that win for Tim Elliott, aging well, man. I'm just saying, bro. Tim Elliott is him. Naraji Tayalite, he did exactly what we thought he would do. Got a TKO in the first round against Kiefer Crosby. Kiefer Crosby is a can. Mahashate, Loses to Gay John. I did pick Gay John to win this fight. He did. Lonnie Kavanaugh, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Lonnie Kavanaugh, bro. Lonnie Kavanaugh. This, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Charles Johnson just always finds a way, though, bro. He always finds a way. Like, if he's losing a fight, which he was in the first round, he's gonna come back in like the second or third round and just knock you out, bro. If you're an up and coming prospect, he knocked out Josh Van. Win aged well. I think this win aged well for Charles Johnson as well. But honestly, bro, like Charles Johnson, let him fight in the rankings, bro. He deserves it, bro. He's active, fights anybody, and he wins against good prospects. Lonnie Kavanaugh's a good prospect. Rong Zhu beats Austin Hubbard by decision. Picked him to win this fight. Michelle Pereira is an actual can. Deserves to be cut on the 3-fight losing streak. Was once one of the most entertaining fighters on the roster. Now no one cares about him and he sucks. He was a -265 favorite. Went out there and lost to Kyle Dawkins. Kyle Dawkins lost both of his last 2 fights by TKO. And his last 2 fights was in 2022. Think about that. He comes back 3 years later and beats Michelle Pereira by KO in the first 43 seconds. Michelle Pereira deserves to be cut. Yiza, Weston Wilson. This fight went exactly how we thought it would go. Weston Wilson isn't good. And Yiza, he was winless in the UFC 0-2 before this. Got to win. Weston Wilson, Yiza isn't bad. Zhao Long loses to Su Young Yu. I picked Su Young Yu to win this fight. Yuran Sati Badio gets the first round submission. DR Nurgashai has no ground game. If you take this nigga to the ground, he's going to be a fish out of water down there. That's exactly what Yuran Sati Badio did. I picked him to win by decision, won by sub. Overall in this card, I went 8-4 on this card, bro. I shouldn't have picked Borjas. This the only pick I regret. The one I regret picking is Borjas. But if you pick Johnny Walker, bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. You're a madman, bro, and I like that. I like that about you, bro. You're a madman because picking Johnny Walker to beat Jamie Yang, hey, you must know something we don't. But hey, I appreciate y'all boys tuning in to another YouTube video. Keeping the videos coming. This next week, I'm gonna post a lot of videos that I've been had in the draft because we ain't got no fight card this week. Next card will be Paris, France. I love y'all boys. We hit 10K on TikTok. If you're not following the TikTok, go follow the TikTok. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.